of Elevated Fitness. How you doing?
Well, thanks. How about you?
Good. So we have a very unique setup over here. We have Bridget and David on the spin bike over here. Can we get a shot of David? Oh, we got to pan up. Look at that spin bike. Oh, we're doing a pan up of David. So Bridget, tell us a little bit about Elevated Fitness.
So Elevated Fitness is a carbon-neutral gym. We are entirely program-based. So your standard box gym, your rows and rows and rows of ellipticals and treadmills and everything, they have a really high carbon footprint because, like, if you take one standard treadmill uses anywhere from 500 to 1,000 kilowatts per hour while in use. And not only are we not using any electricity, but we're making electricity, and that's why we brought in the spin bike to show you exactly how by pedaling you're turning human power into usable electricity that's delivered back to the grid. So as Dave spins, you can see that the light bulb is coming on.
That is crazy cool.
Which means he's creating more than 110 watts as he's spinning those wheels.
So when the light bulb goes on, that means that's working.
It's creating electricity. It's creating usable electricity. So our whole business model is based on we produce more electricity than we use. And that's pretty much what makes us unique. The other thing that makes us
unique.
It is. Couldn't agree more.
Yeah.
And the other thing that makes us unique is that our entire basis is program-based. So if any personal trainer working with a client is, if they're doing their programming, they're basing it on that individual. So they'll do a movement assessment. They'll see, are there any movement deviations? Are there any asymmetries left and right, that they need to fix?
Like your right leg is shorter than your left leg or something like that?
Or like maybe you fire more from your right glute than your left. You're just not able to turn that on.
How do you figure that out?
How someone moves. So if you're not training the muscle, if you're training the movement, then you'll watch every movement and you'll see how is that movement going to translate to all the rest of their daily activities. And if they've got one little thing off, maybe they've got, their lat on their left-hand side is stronger than the lat on the right-hand side, that's going to throw everything off, and their spinal alignment will always be off. And they'll be wondering, why are they going to the chiropractor like every other week when they just need to be training a movement rather than a muscle? And so we train movement. And so we'll do an assessment. We'll see basically, where do they need correction, and then we'll work within that movement from start to finish and progress them all along the way, safely, effectively, but it's all within a program. So we're group training, but still with that one-on-one mindset. So we're watching each individual in the class, but it's a group class, but it's group training, not just, a random class where it's just like, hey, everybody just keep moving. Everything is progress-based, everything is program-based from start to finish, and we always have a goal, and we always lead everyone through the goal collectively.
That is so neat. So interesting. I've never heard of anything like this.
Yeah.
So in order to go to the gym, do you have to get assessed, like right off the bat, so that you can figure out all these?
You can jump into a class, but then you would be doing all of the rudimentary moves. So we give progressions and regressions, basically the more advanced type of the move, and then we'll break it down to the more simplistic part of the move. So if we haven't done an assessment on you, then you jump in at the simplistic or the base of the move. Yeah.
So what other types of fitness do you guys teach there besides spin and running and that type
So we
of thing?
have the green spinning, and we have metabolic strength and metabolic conditioning classes.
And what does that entail?
So metabolic, basically they all increase your metabolism. So all of the metabolic strength classes, while increasing your metabolism, they're going to be strength-based. So they're going to increase your strength all through movement. Again, it's not just, get bigger biceps or that'll come when you train for the movement. So the aesthetics will come after you've become stronger, you've become more adept, and really focusing on getting good at the moves, not just throwing move after move after move, but getting really good at it. And all of our moves are very dynamic, so they're multi-muscle. So we're looking at training many joints at one time instead of just one muscle. And Dave will give another demonstration with sandbag. Again, we have we don't use any of the heavy steel-based, stationary equipment, which is just a recipe for disaster. Because if you figure that you are sitting all day, you're driving to work, you're sitting at work, and then you go to the gym and you're sitting yet again, it's no good for the human body.
It's
so
no good.
all of our implements require dynamic movements.
Wow, look at Dave go. This is really cool.
And what he's working with now is a sandbag, and that's actually a really heavy sandbag.
Yeah,
it's hard to
really
tell, but
that is crazy. I've never seen something look like that, especially at a gym. It almost looks like a duffel bag that you would take to the airport as you carry on.
Yeah, exactly. And there are so many dynamic moves that you can do with this. But if you figure, if you can lift and rotate with this guy, you can lift a bag of dog food after you come back from the store and not pull your back out. And it's functional. It's functional for life instead of just for, there's gym fit and then there's life fit.
Exactly.
And we want life fit.
And is that your philosophy towards the community?
Our philosophy toward the community is actually to give back. So we want involvement, and we want to be involved with them, and we'd like them to be involved with us. And Dave and I have always had a very strong commitment to community projects and also to charity. And so I've been involved in animal welfare issues and environmental issues, and that's what really, and both of us have been involved in environmental issues, and that's what drove us to want to have a carbon neutral gym. There's such a high carbon footprint,
and there's
for most
nothing
gyms.
like that in Tahoe.
Exactly, and what better place to have it
than
in beautiful Lake Tahoe,
right? I mean, where are you guys located?
So we're in the Village Center. That's at the north end of town, next to Rayleigh's and Sports Ltd.
Oh, okay.
And we're in that Village Center. We will actually be the first carbon neutral gym in the entire United States.
Seriously?
Seriously.
Wow.
So there are other green gyms, but they're not producing more electricity than they use, and we will produce more electricity than we use. First one in the United States.
Congratulations. That is so awesome. I am very proud of you guys, and I can't wait to go try it out.
Thank you.
Yeah, so what exactly is your address so that people can know?
4000 Lake Tahoe Boulevard, Suite 8 in South Lake Tahoe.
Okay, so right by Sports L, right in the Rayleigh Shopping Center. That's perfect.
Yes.
Everybody knows where that is.
Yes.
So go try it out. This is so cool, and you better get that light bulb working. Facebook?
Yes. Facebook is Elevated Tahoe, and Twitter, Elevated Tahoe as well.
All right. Anything else you want to add?
Yes. We have a preview opening on June 4th and 5th. That's next Monday and Tuesday. Free classes all day. Come and see what all our philosophy is all about. And you can take free classes all day, meet Dave and I, get a good workout in, and hopefully join up.
Yeah, all right. Monday and Tuesday of next week, Elevated Fitness is the place to be. I will be there. That sounds fantastic. I love working out, and I know all of Tahoe does, so we will be there. Bridget and David, thank you so much, and we'll be right back with more of Tahoe Today.